I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hello guys, welcome to today's video. It's gonna be a little commentary. I'm fucking stupid. I recorded this earlier, and I've done this in the past. I'll like do the audio tweaks I need to do, and then for some retarded reason, I'm like in a rush or whatever, and I don't save it. I just like close the fucking program like a fucking moron. I don't know why. But here we go again. But today's video, we're gonna be talking about the whole like end of Faze clan and the end of COD kind of. And pretty much like with me, I don't know, I've never been a huge like fanboy of Faze or COD, but I did play it growing up. I played it here and there and shit, and it is kind of sad to see like an end of an era and shit like that. But pretty much with Faze Clan, they're ending the whole like creator side of things. They're gonna continue doing the esports thing, which makes sense. They're making money from it. It makes, you know, they're a competitive team. Why end that? But the content creator side of things, it got really wishy-washy, and it did end for a short period before, and then they tried to revive it. And everyone, I feel like, kind of had the hopes up, hoping that, like, you know, okay, it won't be completely fucked this time, but everyone kind of knew in the back of their heads that it was going to be fucked this time. So pretty much initially, they weren't asking the content creators for 20% of their revenue. But then later on, like a year or two, once they got kind of established or kind of getting the bank coming in, then they started asking for the 20%. And then they're like, why the fuck? Fuck that. And all the content creators fucking dipped. Faze Adapt, all of them. And it's kind of sad to see, but I do get where they're coming from and why they did that. And, I don't know. At the end of the day, I do feel like if you're a part of an organization or a part of a team, whatever, you do have to pay your dues. If they'll give, like, again, with, like, Faze and being part of Faze Clan, if you're a new creator, that's a good thing and shit like that. Or if you're a part of the esports team, it's a good thing because it gives you connections to the industry. It grows your name into the industry, shit like that. But with these content creators, why it fucked up the second time is because initially they weren't asking for any revenue or not asking for much. I don't know exactly everything going on. I don't know every single little detail. But from what I've heard, initially there wasn't any revenue being taken out. They were just kind of like, oh, you're part of Faze Clan. We're all like kind of throwing money on these subathons and stuff like that. But, you know, we're just kind of, hey, it's back type of thing. I just need to get a drink of water real quick. But with that, it was kind of like, oh, hell yeah, it's back. And then the issue is they hired on some new content creators, and it's not the new content creators' faults either. They did their job, and they were pretty entertaining. I like the new additions. But the issue is they didn't ask for the 20% when they were just first starting off. They asked once they were established and created and already going in the industry. Their name was already out there. So then asking for this 20% is stupid to them. Why would they want to give you this 20% now or stick around and you know, why would they want to stick around to just give you this 20%? Oh, so they could get more established in the industry and shit, when now it went from when they first started, it was like them begging for sponsors from companies to now companies begging to sponsor them. So being in that position, why would you want to be in a group where you're paying 20% to get that when you already could split off, do your own thing, and get that for free? You already know the content creators, you already know the people in the industry, you already have connections with companies, like, so I kind of see why it kind of all folded and ended at the end of the day, but it's just kind of sad, and it's kind of like, I thought the other day, it's kind of crazy that COD's fallen, and Faze is fallen at the same time. But it does kind of make sense because both of them do ride off of each other. Faze was kind of established off of COD, and if it wasn't for esports and then moving to like other games like CS and stuff, yeah, Faze would be fucking toast and gone by now. But it's just crazy because you look at like player accounts like ARK, they have like 300,000 players. Battlefield has like 100,000, and then you look at COD and it barely holds 30,000 people, and it's just like, we all know why that game fell apart. It's obviously because of them just completely beating off the path of, like, you know, the original vision of the game or the original idea of the game, and just adding in all these unnecessary microtransactions and throwing all this stupid shit in our faces. Kind of like, I don't know, just like people saying going full, like, all Fortnite and just becoming the more realistic Fortnite instead of, like, you know how Fortnite's all cartoony and shit. It's kind of like just realistic Fortnite. It's kind of like, I don't know, it lost the spark. And that's the best way to explain it. And along the way of COD losing its spark, Faze also lost its spark. And I don't know, I feel like you could end things on a good note, and while things are going good, and a lot of people and a lot of creators, a lot of musicians usually realize that. But then there's also a lot of people, if that's greed or whatever, that try and ride it to the very, very last thing. And it's like, really, in life, you could end things on a good note, or you could ride things until, like, it all just completely falls apart, and it's just, you know, nothing's really working, you know, and you kind of are forced to kind of end things. So I don't know, I guess at the end of the day, I'm saying, like, you could end things on a good note and on your terms, or end things on a bad note and against your terms. So you pick and you choose, and I think it's best that they all kind of disbanded. Again, I know at the end of the day, they're all gonna probably still make streams with each other. I know the original, like, OG, not the OG, but, like, you know, the little Faze content creators that they were all making streams and doing subathons with, they all were like, oh yeah, we'll still make streams with each other and shit, that's not gonna end. But yeah, the whole Faze thing is, like, as a content creation thing, is kind of done for. Which, again, like I've been saying, does make sense. But it's kind of sad because it is, like, an end of an era completely. And, I don't know, at the end of the day, it's just, like, I never was, like, a hardcore, like, Faze, like, oh, fuck yeah, like, Faze. But I did watch, like, Faze the Dad, Faze Jev, and them growing up, and, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of crazy to see even Faze Jev left Faze, like, all of it just kind of gone. It's kind of more like you had to be there kind of thing, and, yeah, no, it's, like, just kind of crazy because, yeah, it's like a whole era's gone. Like, it's not even just, oh, Faze is gone. It's like even COD's going down the sewer as well. And it's like, again, well, like with me, I was never like a hardcore COD player. But growing up, I did buy the COD games. And I did until, like, they got really, really shitty. I did buy them, like, back-to-back, kind of. Like, I bought, like, Black Ops 2, I bought Black Ops 1, I bought MW2, Black Ops 3. I bought all of those until it got really, really bad. Like, I stopped pre-ordering them around COD Ghost, because I got COD Ghost, and then now it was a shit viral mess. Even though the story of Ghost wasn't that bad, but it just kind of sucks because, like, they realized, okay, people didn't like this as much as we wanted them to like it, so we're never going to go back on that idea. Like, it's almost gotten to the point where people rather have a Call of Duty Ghost 2 than have a Black Ops fucking 8. It's ridiculous how much they've recycled Black Ops and Modern Warfare. It's like, come on, just do something different. Like, even a Call of Duty Ghost 2 would be fucking insane. And people didn't even like Call of Duty Ghosts that much when it came out. But besides that, comment down below what you guys kind of think about all of this. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys pretty much then. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I don't know what else to ramble about. But yeah, bye guys.